in around the world in 5.
Good evening from the Channel's newsroom here in London. An investigation is underway after 2 helicopters collided in Mali, killing 13 French soldiers. It's one of the worst losses of life for the French military in decades. The Tiger attack and Cougar military transport helicopters collided mid-air while supporting ground troops during an operation against Islamist militants. The French President, Emmanuel Macron, expressed his deep sadness and on Twitter wrote, "These 13 heroes had only one goal: to protect us. I bow to the pain of their loved ones and comrades." Parliament in Paris observed a minute's silence for the victims.
Alors que le combat contre les djihadistes avait commencé, le Tigre et le Cougar sont entrés en collision. C'est avec une profonde tristesse et une grande émotion que nous avons appris la mort des 13 militaires qui étaient à leur bord. 13 militaires exceptionnels, 13 héros morts pour la France.
A 6.4 magnitude earthquake has hit Albania, killing more than a dozen people. Bodies have been recovered from collapsed buildings and it's feared people could still be trapped under the rubble. Hundreds of others were injured in the disaster. The quake, the second powerful tremor to hit the region in 2 months, happened just before 4 a.m. local time when most people were sleeping. Emergency workers said one of the victims was an elderly woman who'd managed to save her grandson by cradling him with her body. Tensions are escalating in the southern Iraqi cities of Basra and Samawa. Hundreds of anti-government protesters clashed with security forces. Police say the demonstrators have been burning tyres and setting up roadblocks to prevent government employees from getting to work. There were similar scenes in the capital Baghdad. Protesters threw stones at security forces who responded with tear gas. A day after the Italian Coast Guard released dramatic footage of migrants being rescued from rough seas when their boat capsized, another group of people has reached the shores of Italy. The migrants, mostly from West and Central Africa, were found drifting in a packed rubber dinghy by Spanish ship Open Arms. Italy had initially refused to take them in, but changed its position at the weekend, allowing the vessel to dock in Taranto.
In Africa and in Europe is different, and that's why the African people are trying to take this journey, and it's very hard journey. But thank God we see those team and they help us until now we are in safety place.
On ne peut pas rester à voir la famille vivre dans des situations difficiles. C'est pour nous de changer la situation de la famille. On voulait juste aller en Europe pour trouver des formations de travail, pour améliorer les conditions de vie de notre famille.
49 World Health Organization staff have been evacuated from the town of Beni in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The WHO says it was forced to act because of the deteriorating security situation. It follows attacks on a United Nations base and the mayor's office. Those who were removed are described as non-essential staff who've been working to end the Ebola outbreak. 71 other members remain in the area.
The frustration, the anger of the population on the ground is very much understandable, but we need order, law and order restored in order to carry out vital operations. And again, especially the national Congolese staff is relentlessly working, the doctors, the nurses, the burial teams, and it's a huge effort to keep the response going.
Fires continue to threaten homes in California. Flames ripped through brush and woodland above the city of Santa Barbara, forcing residents to leave their properties. A local emergency was declared when the blaze, dubbed the Cave Fire, broke out in Los Padres National Forest on Monday. In Australia, a koala which gained media attention after a woman was filmed rescuing the animal from a bushfire has died. The badly burnt marsupial was taken to a koala hospital and appeared to be recovering, but his condition deteriorated. His carers said he wouldn't survive and he had to be euthanized. And finally, the power of Mother Nature. It's not every day you get this close to an avalanche and survive to tell the tale, let alone catch the spectacular event on camera. Huge loads of snow crashed down a mountain near a tunnel between the Swiss towns of Campo and Serentino. The video was taken by a member of a team that checks road conditions and monitors the local avalanche risk. There were no reports of any injuries or damage. And that's your international news around the world in 5.